Well, hi everybody. Welcome to this edition of Matters of Your Heart, August 27th. I write my last video. Now, I had put up an emotional video and I decided to take it off for my own personal reasons. So this is a remake, without the tears. Uh, so I had called the video and I erased it. There's something about trauma. And I just want to kind of wrap up my story, I guess, for the moment. I mean, you can always ask me anything. I'm an open book, but I'm going to wrap this part about me up right now as far as the trauma and stuff, when another thing that happens when someone's been traumatized, whether it's sexual abuse, domestic violence, child abuse, neglect, anything that extremely traumatizes you, as far as other people harming you and hurting you and almost killing you, it affects a person deep. It affects me deep because I have two issues that I have to work on. One is I have a fear issue. My biggest fear is people who I love will not listen to me if I really need them to listen to me. I've been through this before. I've been through it before as a child, a teenager. Most of my adult life. I get tired of being shut down. That's why I'm so freaking vocal. That's why I'm a bitch. I'm the point blank simple. I am a bitch. B-I-T-C-H, all capitalized, 3 exclamation points. The reason why I am a bitch, and I mean bitch in the sense of I don't give a fuck what people think, how people perceive me. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I don't give a fuck. So yeah, in that sense, I'm a bitch. I am a bitch because I have my walls up. Still, not as high, but high enough to be on the defensive if I'm going through a manic state, or if I feel like someone is disregarding me, I go off. I'm past the calm stage because 9 times out of 10 I had expressed it before. I probably expressed it twice. Now, if I express it a third time and I feel ignored, I get upset. I might even go a little too far and disrespect somebody I love, which I had done that recently, and I am so fucking sorry about that. I will always say I won't apologize how I feel, because I feel how I feel. Feelings change, opinions change, perception changes, especially and definitely after a conversation. But I just won't apologize for that. I'll apologize for my actions, for being wrong and out of line and disrespectful. But I'm never, ever, ever going to apologize for my feelings. But it's my fear that I'm going to be shut out, ignored, and more people that have gotten my heart will leave me or just diss me. Any type of form of abandonment. To the trust issues. That fear and that trust issue go hand in hand. Because if I'm fearing it, after a while I don't trust people. And I have trust issues. Even in, not to really tell my business, but just being honest and candid, I have a few when it comes to my marriage. Anybody and everybody that's seen me on and off Facebook, I don't know, I love the fuck out of my husband. 8 years strong. But sometimes I say things that hurts his feelings. And sometimes he says things that hurt my feelings. I mean, it happens. But as far as where I was coming from, it's those two things, Of course I trust my husband. I'm not saying that the trust has wavered in any way, shape, or form. My fear took over, though. But I have trust issues outside of my relationship. I have a couple trust issues with someone who's blood related to me. You know, I have a lot of trust issues when it comes to people I work with. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. I do this at work anyways, because I'll joke and laugh, and we're not politically correct. That's the one thing I love about my job. We're not. It's like the 1980s. I love it. I don't give a fuck. But, that I can't do it with people. So if you broke my defenses and you were able to get in, has got to be somebody very, very special. Very special. Whether it's online or in person. But it's just those two fears. And if you're sensitive and you notice people and you pay attention to them, if you listen, you can tell that they've been through something. Maybe they pause during a conversation about abuse. Just around conversation, people talk about, oh, it's fucked up for people abusing people and all that stuff. And then you ask them a question and they pause. They pause. It may not be a hint, but it would be a strong hint to me, like, okay, why did they pause during this conversation? Because I've been through it. I can pick up on it like that. Of course I can. I think this is a better video to express myself without the tears. I did a lot of crying with all this traumatizing emotional shit that just was brought to the surface by that Jamie Lynn bitch trying to control my narrative. Yeah, fuck you, Jamie. I hope you see this one too. I'm still saying fuck you. The Karen of the Save the Children movement. Oh, and by the way, that damn group, anti-pedophilia, Save the Children, on Facebook. There's a lot of pedo supporters in that group. So look for my Facebook post. I'm making it public. I'm sickened by that shit. I'm sickened. Might do another follow-up video on that, but that's going to be later on down the line. So I thank you for tuning in to this remake, and then the next one I'm going to make right after this is another one on my smoking journey. I know I have some people who follow that, so that video is next. Look for that. Okay, so until the next video, take care of yourself because you matter. Okay, talk to y'all soon.